One of the biggest challenges I see people face coming after narcissistic abuse is a strong desire to want to reinvent themselves, go on some kind of a self-discovery journey, a restructuring journey, if you will, which, if you're not careful, can actually put you in a place where you are getting rid of some of the best things about you. It's almost like a self-rejection. You're rejecting the gifts that you have to offer. We're talking about things like the way in which you love, your peace, your laughter, your joy, your sexuality, your sensuality, your affection, all of these extraordinary gifts that are unique to you, that you've been given to share in the context of the right relationships. Suddenly, after narcissistic abuse, you're questioning all these things subconsciously, and it's no wonder. After all, you've taken these extraordinary gifts, these very beautiful gifts of yours, and you've invested them essentially into a black hole of a relationship where these gifts of yours were abused, rejected, neglected, mocked, criticized, ridiculed. How many of you know what I'm saying here? How many of you have been criticized in a toxic relationship because of your sensuality? How many of you have been criticized for how much you like sex? How many of you have been criticized for your laughter? How many of you have been criticized for the things that bring you peace? How many of you have been criticized for everything, every good gift that you bring into a relationship? How many of you have been criticized and abused over that? So it's no wonder, as you draw back from a toxic relationship, you naturally want to question all these things and risk going on a hiatus. I want to get rid of these things. In exchange for what? To try to become something that you're not? No. You don't have to reinvent yourself coming after narcissistic abuse. You don't have to go on a self-discovery journey. You don't have to find yourself. You're not lost. You don't have to rebuild yourself or restructure yourself. If anything, healing from narcissistic abuse is about self-acceptance. For the first time in your life, it's time you accept yourself, your extraordinary gifts, your gifts of joy, your gifts of laughter, your gifts of communication, your gifts of sexuality, all of which is a gift. It's time you accept it to such an extent that the only thing you're ready to reinvent now is your ability to judge others, to judge the world around you, to judge the people who want access into your life. The only thing that needs to be reinvented is how you look at people, how you judge others, to make sure that they can receive your gifts, to make sure that they can be reciprocal of your gifts, to make sure that you're not going to waste your gifts on them. That's all that needs to be reinvented. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You simply need to reinvent the way you judge the world around you, the people who gain access into your life. I have a lot more to say about this. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, before I do continue with this very important message, I want to let you know that I am here to support you and to help you. Down in the description box below this video, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I do take telephone calls as well as video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. So if you're in a place right now where you're contemplating this urge to want to reinvent yourself, don't do it just yet. It's not you that needs to be reinvented. It's simply the way in which you judge others that needs to be readdressed. Allow me to help you through this. Also, I do have a coaching program. Now, my coaching program is live and in person each and every day. The Royal We is community-oriented. So if you're looking to join a community where we meet just like this on a daily basis with a chat room, with others to talk to, head on down there, join the Royal We coaching program. Also, I want to let you know that there is a diary and a journal that's going into the Royal We coaching program for this year so that we can map out 2024 to make sure that you are investing in the best relationships possible. And if you join this week, I am going to send you my custom-made artwork, which is a screen saver for your phone. I made that, hand drew that, and I will send it to you for your screen so that when you open up your phone, you can look at it and see it and be reminded of exactly who you are and what this year is all about. So get started right now. I love looking at that each and every day. It helps me to stay focused. Now, I'm going to share with you a very profound scripture, and I'm going to give a twist to this. So for those of you who have read the Bible, and you don't have to be Christian to understand this concept, but there is a scripture in there that talks about it's a parable of a man or a master who gives talents to people. And the talents that he gave to three different people, basically it's money. That's what the talent is. But I think it's very appropriate that it uses the word talent. And it says the master gave to one 10 talents. That person went out and doubled it. The master gave this other one 5 talents. That one went out and got some more. Then the master gave this person 1 talent. That talent that one person got, that person buried it. Why? Because that person became afraid that it wasn't enough. And the response from the master was, "You wicked servant. Why didn't you give the gift that I gave you? Why didn't you double it? Why didn't you sow it? Why didn't you use it?" The answer was because he was afraid. How does this translate? Your joy in this life, your peace in this life, everything about you. I'm going to go there. You ready? Even your sensuality, your sexuality. What makes you laugh, your ability to articulate and talk, the depths of which you like to communicate with others, these are all unique gifts to you. These are your talents that the master has given to you. Do you know where I'm going with this? One of the most painful parts about narcissistic abuse, it's not necessarily that they are so mean and cruel and nasty, which they are, and that's very painful to deal with. But I can say from my own experience and from coaching all these years, one of the most painful things is when you have invested and have given your gifts and it doesn't do anything. It's a bad investment over and over and over again. One of the worst feelings in this world is not abuse from the outside, but abuse from not believing that you're offering something to anybody, which is what narcissistic abuse actually does to you. You see, it's not necessarily their abuse that hurts you. It's that you're in a relationship where you offer nothing, and you're aware of that. You offer nothing because they reject everything you offer. So you don't believe you have anything to offer. This is what we're not designed for. We are not designed to operate in this life feeling like we have nothing to offer. Think about this for a moment. The love that you have to offer being rejected, the affection you have to offer being rejected, the joy being rejected, all of these things, this is what's squashing you. This is why when you come out of a toxic relationship, you're questioning all these things and you're thinking, maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe being an affectionate person is not good. I'm going to throw it away. Maybe being a person who laughs too much isn't good. I'm going to throw it away. Maybe being a person who likes to bring joy into a room, maybe that's wrong. I'm going to throw it away and I'm going to go on some self-discovery journey so I can learn a better way to live. Essentially, what you're doing is you're becoming that wicked servant who buries the gifts out of fear. And that's what we don't want to do. Listen, humanity, as we all know now, it's not what we've been told. Everybody has fallen into that nonsensical idea that we're all just people. Everybody's the same. We all have the same heart. Wrong. To each has been given a different measure of everything. This is biblical. This is the parable of the talents. Some people, maybe you watching, have been given an exceptional amount, an overflowing, abundant amount of affection, meaning you're a highly affectionate person. You're the type of person that wants to wake up with your arms just embraced around somebody. Hugging, holding. You can just be embraced and you can hold all day. How many of you are that person? You can just be embraced. It would take frickin' crowbars to pull you and the right person apart from each other. How many of you are like that? For some of you, you've been given an extraordinary gift with an ability to talk, to laugh, right? This has been the measure given to you that's unique. What you have to understand is not everybody has what you have. Not everybody is as affectionate as you are. Think about this. What an extraordinary, exceptional gift you have to be as an affectionate person. You see, there's nothing wrong with that gift. There's nothing wrong with you being an affectionate person. As a matter of fact, you better slap a high value price tag on that. High value. Because you know that not everybody has it. Because in that area of your life, you've been given 10 talents, whereas somebody else only has 1 in their stack. Oftentimes what happens is somebody with a higher affection level gets involved in a relationship with somebody who doesn't have a high affectionate level. And as a result, right, it becomes neglectful, it becomes hurtful, it becomes all the stuff that's abusive, causing this person with the 10 talents, your overabundance of affection causes you to question it. Maybe I need to get rid of it. Maybe it's too much. No. It's that you have not put the value on it yet, enough to the point to where you're able to judge the world around you. You're able to articulate it and judge others who want access into your life in the way of like, hey, this is me and this is what I got going on. Can you keep up with this? Do you even deserve this? Are you able to reciprocate this? If not, it's a pass because it's not going to work. We need to stop trying to reinvent ourselves. We need to come into a place of accepting who we are. Once you truly accept your measure that your Creator has given you, your unique measure of love, affection, joy, peace, laughter, whatever, once you accept it, you embrace it, don't get rid of it, but now start to live your life in such a way of, okay, but where does it belong? I will never again waste these amazing attributes, this amazing gift, all of my gifts. I will never again waste them in an empty black hole of a relationship. I will save and reserve these things, and I will learn how to judge others to make sure they're deserving, they're worthy, and it fits. I know I'm speaking to somebody right now, somebody who's struggling right now because you believe that your gifts, your love, your affection, you might be at this place where you think it's no good. You're ready to dump it all, go on a hiatus. Why? Because you invested it in a relationship that failed. I'm here to tell you right now, it's not because of your gifts. In the right relationship and in the right context, your gifts would serve their purpose, which is to be a gift to that other person, a gift that they would embrace. You see, the purpose of your gifts, the purpose of your joy, your laughter, your sexuality, your affection, the purpose of these extraordinary gifts is when it's matched up with the right person, with the right context, guess what you do? Well, you ignite that other person. You ignite that person and launch them into living their best life. And they come back and they launch you into your best life. And this is what it is to fit. This is what it is to be equally yoked. This is what you're missing. It's not that your gifts are wrong. It's that they were in the wrong place where you saw no benefit. That's why you're questioning your gifts. So I challenge you, before you think about dismissing who you are, how you've lived your life, dismissing your extraordinary gifts of affection, joy, laughter, love, pretending to go on this self-discovery journey where you're going to reinvent yourself and become some hardened weirdo with no more affection, before you go down that route. I don't want that for you because that's hiding. That's burying the gifts that you have, truly. To me, that's the greatest sin of all. Not the greatest sin of all, but you know what I mean. It's pretty wicked to take the gifts you've been given in life and bury them out of fear. I want to help you to instead embrace these things, but better judge the world. As I said before, I am here to help you do exactly this. So down in the description box, you can schedule one-on-one time with me. Telephone calls, video calls are available. So head on down there, schedule your time with me. right now. I look forward to talking with you. In addition to that, join the Royal We Coaching Program and get my custom artwork, right, that you can put on your screen. And I will be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We. Join the Royal We Coaching Program. Get your diary, your journal, and your custom artwork phone screen. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll be back with more videos right here on the Royal We. You also have an option right here that the algorithm has selected for you. I think it's going to be a good idea to watch one of these videos because the algorithm knows what you've been watching. All right. Have a great evening.